Did Irishman Dinny Meehan run Al Capone out of town? The White Hand Gang was a collection of various Irish-American gangs on the New York City, Brooklyn, and Red Hook waterfronts from the early 1900s to 1925, who organized against the growing influence of Italian gangsters. Their name was chosen in response to the Sicilian Black Hand gangs and carried the implication that the Irish gang was the white counter to the growing presence of what they considered non-white Italian gangsters. They were known to be anti-Italian and particularly violent, with members killing each other, contributing to the unstable leadership which led to the gang's demise. Dinny Meehan was the leader of the White Hand Gang in the 1910s. Dinny was described by the police as the most desperate gang leader in Brooklyn. Born in Brooklyn, Meehan apparently joined the White Hand Gang in his late teens. In 1912, he was arrested for shooting and killing John Christie Maroney, who led a faction of white-handers from the Navy Yard section of Brooklyn. After a sensational trial where police reserves were called in for fear of rioting if Meehan was convicted, Meehan was surprisingly acquitted, adding to his criminal reputation. Over the years, he had served time in the Elmira Reformatory, Blackwell's Island, and the City Workhouse. Dinny often boasted that he would never see the inside of a state penitentiary. Unlike some crime bosses, Dinny Meehan often joined his men on criminal jobs. By 1920, there were a total of 3 cases pending against him. He was out of jail on a $5,000 bond for robbing a man on Fifth Avenue, leading his men in the hijacking of a truckload of shoes worth $10,000 and overseeing the theft of $10,000 worth of silk from a Red Hook warehouse. On the afternoon of March 31st, 1920, Dinny Meehan and his wife Sadie were asleep in bed at their apartment at 452 Warren Street in Red Hook. Their son was in the living room while Sadie's mother dozed in a recliner. Neither of them knew that 5 strange men were in the apartment until the last second. As the men made for the bedroom, the young boy told them not to wake his parents. The leader of the group playfully patted the youngster's head and said they just wanted to look in. A total of 5 shots were fired. One passed through Dinny Meehan's head and then lodged in the shoulder of his wife, who later recovered from her wounds. The gunmen dashed from the building and made their escape in a truck. Meehan's murder was thought to have been arranged by Brooklyn Black Hand boss Frankie Yale. At the time of the killing, police believed that a possible motive was the gang leader's role in supplying strikebreakers to take the places of employees of the United Fruit Company on piers along the Hudson and East Rivers. No one was ever arrested for his murder.